You won't believe a man met her at a bar and secured the documents. Julian, frantic, dragged him into the house. This guy had connections to get anything, but prices were shocking and offered installments. Julian gave a photo and name, meeting under a bridge Friday at 10 for a deal, and the man kept talking. If she didn't show up by 10, the guy said he'd leave, which obviously meant trouble. In the city centre, there was an old house. It was Lisa's parents' legacy after her escape. She needed cash. Julian had to consider selling himself. While rummaging through his father-in-law's box, Julian found a handgun, and then his mother saw his bat. She asked what had happened, and he said he had a spat with a colleague. His mom didn't say much after that. Just then, Dad walked in, and they exchanged glances. Maybe Julian was the only one who believed in Lisa. The family just cared for her. At 10 on Friday, under the bridge, Mom waited at home. She said, "I'll go find her." "I'm going to find her." This was repeated as if it was her catchphrase. "I'm going to find her." This line was repeated just like her catchphrase. At 10 Friday under the bridge, Julian with a gun took a huge risk, and the man arrived on time. This wasn't a robbery, he trusted credit. All 3 passports and a driver's license were ready, and Julian saw Lisa again. Lisa, choked up, shed tears, knowing it was all because of her, due to her husband fighting with someone else. She's had it, hoping her husband stops hiding things. She's miserable in prison, can't bear a second war. "What's up with you?" This line came up over and over, trying hard to figure it out. Once home, Julian got back to the grind, needing to find the key point for the escape. He had to ensure he didn't make a single mistake, just the same boring routine every day. Work, visit the prison regularly, spend time with his son, and study Cantonese in his free time. As a handsome single dad, he inevitably draws single moms. She's pretty, but Julian knows to keep his distance. He left on an excuse, met the manager in the elevator, showed his knee injury, and Julian showed concern. The guy told him he was waiting for the analysis results and hoped she would be okay, finishing with a casual "alright, bye." Suddenly, he realized and rushed back, knowing the truck delivering reports was key to saving his wife. Every day, it delivered inmates' lab reports to the prison. That day, Julian finally spotted the truck. While the driver delivered the report, Julian hopped into the truck to grab Lisa's diabetes report. Before the driver returned, Julian made a quick exit from the truck. To raise enough money, he practically sold off all his furniture, and his son was imitating him. He painted like his dad on the wall. That night, his brother came. He didn't want to open the door, but his brother disturbed the neighbors. Julian let his brother in as he ignored his calls. The brother, anxious, saw the scene. After a brief argument, the older brother spilled everything. He sold all the furniture and Lisa's childhood. He'd be moving out next month. He told his brother about their parents because this decision might just save Lisa. But when would they see each other? That day he went to see his wife, and another surprise was waiting. Lisa, with diabetes, will be moved to a prison with better health care, far from the city. The important part: she was being moved in 3 days, throwing Julian's plans into disarray. He hurriedly called his lawyer. Selling the house was too late. It seemed selling his house was almost impossible now. Julian thought for a moment and retrieved the handgun. Grabbing a black bag, he dropped his son off at his parents' house without the cash. His plan was Julian must get cash today for the plan, arriving at the bank with gun and bag. He needed cash tonight to make the escape work. Standing in front of the bank, gun in hand, he hesitated. As a teacher, robbing banks is the worst choice. He waited till night and went out. He planned to target bad guys, and in a luxury car, he kidnapped a dealer, throwing the kid into his own car. Parking in an isolated spot, Julian went full-on crazy. The kid was genuinely terrified, claiming he was just a minor player with limited cash, occasionally doing some odd jobs. So, he spilled the beans on his boss. The kid was scared, terrified of both his boss and the guy behind him. Together they headed for the boss place. Julian rang the doorbell. The boss opened up, and a dog sprang at the kid like it wanted to take a bite. Under the threat of the gun, the boss locked the dog inside. He was imposing and knew the guy didn't have the guts to shoot. Julian pressed the kid for answers while the boss eyed the gun under the couch, giving it his all. With 3 seconds left, the kid, choked by tension, hurriedly said the cash was under the sofa. Julian quickly lifted the sofa, and there it was, a stack of cash hidden underneath. Unfortunately, the boss swiftly grabbed his gun and grazed Julian's arm. Another shot struck the traitor, and Julian counterattacked, witnessing his downfall. Julian took him out of there, and just as they left the block, the car smashed the backlight, and they drove 2 blocks, dropped the kid off at a bus stop, then headed to a gas station to clean his wounds. It was 3 a.m. Upon returning to his parents' house, he unexpectedly talked with his father. And by the way, you know what? If you like this story, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more thrilling content coming your way.